Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an AMX ELC bis. It's a French Tier 5 light tank and it's located on the north spawn of mines under the command of Gary Halliwell of Philo. Now, what can I tell you about it? Well, it's a light tank because it was actually designed to be carried by air. It's got a two-man crew. Is it two-man, three-man crew? Two-man crew, driver and a gunner stroke commander, and well, it can carry either a 90mm gun or a 75mm gun, and it looks to me like Gary Halliwell is carrying the 90mm, which is capable of 240 alpha and penetrating up to 120mm. Okay, Gary's looking for targets, and one's just gone into the hill. It's an AMD 178B. At 178 might try to peek through those bushes and see what's going on, if there's any targets up there. But remember, this is a pretty good gun. It's a tier 6 gun in a tier 5 tank, and it can do a lot of damage to the enemy quite quickly. Penetrates up to 120mm of armor, and if you use the APCR it will go through even more. Ooh, the AMD is peeking. And he just took a big hit for 255 hit points. We were spotted, so we're going to have to pull back a little to avoid the 178 returning the favour. Reload time is fairly long, 17 seconds. We just took a round from an enemy Arty, the M44, 246 hit points from him. That's quite a lot. In fact, that's left us on only 74 hit points. So it's going to be very difficult to stay where we are, because if we do get hit again, it's more likely going to be terminal, even with splash. But we just saw a strip M42 taken down with an Arty round from our griller, and Gary Halliwell's taking it onto the island. And from here, I think he might be able to get shots on some of the enemy near the enemy camp area. But the Hetzer up ahead, and he's just peeking around the corner of that rock. He auto-aimed onto him to start with, but obviously you're not going to be able to hit a specific part of the vehicle unless you take the auto-aim off. It's a good spot to be in, but he's so close to the bush he can actually see through it, which means he would be spotted the moment he fired. But I don't think Gary Halliwell's worried about that. T40 dialing in. Lovely round, 234 into him. He's not going to move, he's going to stay here even though he might be spotted. I don't think he was spotted. I think that Hetzer's behind the rock and this T40 is just too far away to spot him. I've got that DK behind us. For a second he wanted to take our position. The M3D just took a big hit. And in fact actually it's being killed by the enemy T40, the one that we hit. Get shots on that T28? I don't think so, but he has been killed. Oh, we got a VK3001H near our cap area. In fact, actually, he's on the other side. Can we get shots on them? Well, he's behind that house at the moment, which makes it difficult. It looks like we're going to have to go defensive and try and get shots on the enemy as they're trying to take our cap area. There he is. He's moving. Good shot! 256 hit points. Wasn't enough to kill off the VK, but another shot will be able to. Oh, he's being barged out the way by this Panzer 38 NA, who's being a total wazzer for doing that. You don't barge some of your one of your team out the way just to get at the enemy. Well, Gary Halliwell gets the kill. 102 hit points. Make a note of that Panzer 38 NA player. He's not the sort of one who plays nice and fair. He does the same to you. Now, make sure you tell him what you think of him. He's a total twat. Okay, well, we actually have the advantage of one tank at the moment. And I think Gary's going to try and help move up on the enemy cap. The T40 is the only one who's really defending the cap along with the Arty, and he's just been killed. The other enemy tanks are actually on the hill, and One of them's an AMX ELC bis. The other one's a P2640, and the third is that AMD 178B we saw right at the start of the game. I think Gary's expecting that the enemy is going to come down to try and shoot at our guys as they're trying to occupy the cap. The most logical guess is they're going to be there. They're looking for our guys. Now he's far enough away that I don't think they're going to spot him. Oh, right, there's the P2640, the Italian tier 4 medium tank, and he's got a potential hit. Yes! And a beautiful one. He takes him out of the game. That's his second kill. It's just enough to go under the average alpha of the gun. There's the AMX ELC. In fact, actually, in the game, they were originally called ELC AMXs because I think they were made by ELC. But they have it's been now referred to as the AMX ELC bis. Okay, moving up. Only the Type T-34 near the enemy cap area. The other guys have actually been wiped out. So there's 3 Arty. Unfortunately, because of the long reload, we're not going to be able to go in there and deal with them all together at the same time. We need some help to do it. If we don't try to do it on our own, the Arty is more than likely going to shotgun us. There's one of the Artys trying to run away, and it's the M37. We need to go move up onto the bushes and get shots on that M37. Yep, there he is. Auto aimed on. Nicely done. There's also the 178B up there, and we were seen, so we're going to have to hug this rock for a second till we go unspotted. That should be long enough. Now that means there's only 2 Artys back at the cap, and one of them's an M44, the other's Gorilla, and they're both capable of wiping out Gary Halliwell with just 1 shot. So this is where it gets dangerous. The M44's got a 155mm howitzer. The Gorilla's got a 15cm howitzer. But they're more than capable of taking him out of the game. No sign of the AMD. Somebody's pinging the map near the enemy, our cap area. There's the AMD. Okay, can we get a shot? Yes! And we don't kill him, actually. The kill goes to our M44. But we were seen, so we had to pull back again. That means there's only 1 enemy left up on the hill, and that's the AMX ELC. The Lux is going in there to find him. There he is. He's been spotted. So we can get the kill if we can get the gun to bear on him. Unfortunately, he's moved away from the edge. So, time for us to go Arty hunting, I think. Yeah, we're not going to get shots on that AMX. He's facing off against the Lux, but that also means the Arty's going to be preoccupied. There is the Arty, it's one of them. And we found the other one too. So now, our Arty can go to town on them. Hopefully that's what he'll do. In fact, actually, we've got an M44 and a Gorilla as well. And at this moment, I reckon they're probably aiming for these 2. Only the Gorilla's actually in sight. They're not firing. I would have expected the Arty rounds to come flying in at this moment. Maybe they're aiming for the ELC. And the ELC's been killed by the Lux. So where is that M44? He's going to be looking this way now. Ideally, we need to move up to that building. Well, that was a round. I don't know who fired that one. But there's the M44, and he's fluffed it on his shotgun, and he's been wiped out with 1 shot. Now it's the Gorilla, and he's just the other side of this building, and our Arty is now finally aiming at him. That round, I think, was from the Gorilla on Arty, and here's the kill shot. That's the money shot, and the Arty round comes in just afterwards, and unfortunately it stuns us, but that means we've picked up a Dumitru's medal. and won the game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a first-class tanker for Gary Halliwell in the AMX ELC bis. He also picked up a fighter badge and a fire for effect out of that game because he managed to get at least 4 kills. In fact, he got 5. And of the epic medals, he picked up a Dumitru's medal for killing all 3 enemy Arty and a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. And the win 8 for the game, 9,127, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. There you go, right at the top of the table, 1,427 hit points. The next high scorer was the AMX 12 ton. He got 1,337. And then after that, it was the T40 on the enemy team. 766 hit points by him. When it came to kills, again, Gary Halliwell, top of the table, 5 kills. The AMX 12 ton got 4. And then came the ELC on the enemy team with 3. And when it came to base XP, again, he's got a clean sweep at the top. He got 886 base experience points. The 12 ton got 857. And the last one, the Type T34, managed to get 551. Gary Halliwell fired 12 rounds in that game. He got 8 direct hits and 8 penetrations. A damage of 1,427 hit points, of which 815 were at more than 300 meters. He actually received 1 hit as a result of splash damage. That's from, I think that may have been from either the M44 or from his own Arty right at the end of the game, because he was stunned right at the end. He also spotted 3 enemy vehicles, that would be the enemy Arty, and damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and did damage assistance of 226 hit points. I think that's spotting assistance there. On a premium count, he earned 31,668 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply, and consumables, and the ammo's fairly cheap, but he did use the consumables, so he actually took away 6,709 credits. He got 4 bonds for getting the Dumitru's and the high caliber, and he also earned 1,329 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, took away 2,658 experience points altogether. So a nice little game there in the AMX ELC bis. I know a lot of people have been playing them because, of course, you have to get to the wheeled vehicles through the AMX ELC bis. You can't do it any other way. And so, obviously, it was a nice chance for Gary to improve his technique, and he's certainly doing it with a 90mm. I think that 75mm actually is certainly a lot of fun because, of course, you can turn the turret the full way round, but that 90mm, well, it does a lot of damage with just 1 shot. So, if you enjoyed that replay, and if you enjoy replays by the Philo clan, because we do have a playlist for them, and so you can have a look at some of their other replays and enjoy them. And if you enjoyed this one, please give it a like, do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.